Have you ever pondered why a warm smile can instantly soothe your anxieties? It's not just a passing thought, but rather a fascinating exploration into the profound power of a simple facial expression in transforming our state of mind. Think about it: the sweeping wave of a grin, the uplifting curve of lips, the sparkling twinkle that dances in the eyes. This nonverbal communication, this silent language, is a soft yet potent tool in our daily social exchanges. Consider the firm handshake, a universally recognized sign of agreement and mutual respect. It's a marvel how this seemingly ordinary act of clasping hands and offering a brief shake can symbolize and communicate so much. It's not just about the physical interaction, but the aura it radiates. The solid grip expresses confidence, the reflects reliability. A firm handshake can instantly convey a promise, a commitment, a bond that mere words often struggle to express. It's intriguing to discover that these nonverbal cues, these seemingly insignificant gestures and expressions that we often take for granted, hold such a pivotal role in our everyday communication. They are not just mechanical motions. They are the silent conversations that we participate in every waking moment. They serve as a connecting bridge, a channel, fostering a deeper bond between us and the people we interact with. These nonverbal cues are the unspoken language that conveys a vast array about our thoughts, feelings, and attitudes. These are just a few examples of nonverbal cues, the silent language that speaks volumes about our intentions, emotions, and attitudes. Take a moment to contemplate a particular scenario. Imagine yourself walking into a diverse gathering. As you enter, you lock eyes with someone. A sincere smile greets you. This isn't an ordinary smile, it's brimming with warmth and acceptance. It's not just a facial expression, but a twinkle in the eyes. The mouth curves up gently, eyes soften, and a radiant glow emanates from the person. This silent communication reveals much about their feelings towards you. This impactful gesture is not bound by language, culture, or location. It is a universal emblem of amiability and approachability, capable of breaking barriers and forging connections. It's powerful enough to ease discomfort, create a sense of belonging, and foster social unity. Tiny act, this elevation of lips and crinkling of eyes, is a recognition of your existence. It acknowledges you, validates you, and makes you feel connected, even if momentarily. It's a universal sign of friendliness that can build instant rapport. Now, let's delve into eye contact. Imagine a business meeting within an immaculate corporate conference room. Around the table, a diverse group is engrossed in vigorous communication. Observe one person whose gaze rarely wavers from the speaker. This isn't an intimidating stare, instead, it's a steady, unwavering look. This gaze, rich with meaning, signals attentiveness, curiosity, and respect for the speaker. Their eyes seem to echo the speaker's sentiments, resonating with every chuckle and sigh. This eye contact builds a silent connection, communicating more profoundly than this show's engagement, indicating they are fully present in the meeting. This nonverbal communication is powerful. It signals that they are not just physically present, but mentally and emotionally engaged. They're not just hearing, but actively listening, absorbing the shared information, thus valuing the discourse. This simple act of maintaining eye contact builds trust. It's a mark of respect, signaling the speaker's words are significant and are being received with genuine interest. In return, trust is fostered. By sustaining eye contact, respect and value for the speaker's thoughts are silently communicated. So maintaining steady eye contact is a potent communication tool. It's not merely about looking at the speaker, it's also about showing respect, attentiveness, and genuine interest. When done correctly, it can nurture trust. And so we see that maintaining steady eye contact can be a powerful tool in communication. It is not just about looking at someone when they speak, but it also implies respect, attentiveness, and genuine interest. When done right, it can foster trust. Next, consider body language. An essential part of our communication, it silently conveys our sentiments and perspectives. Envision a bustling cafe with two friends engaging in conversation amidst the hum of chatter and the scent of coffee. One friend, a woman, is thoroughly engrossed in their conversation. Her body language is expressive. She leans forward, subtly closing the physical gap, a gesture that underscores her involvement in the dialogue. Her arms aren't defensively crossed but welcomingly open, hinting at her willingness to share and listen. This openness suggests her receptiveness, her readiness to engage and understand. Her posture is relaxed, radiating her comfort in her surroundings and the company she keeps. This ease is indicative of her openness to new experiences and ideas, conveying that she is not resistant, but open to understanding and being understood. Her body language projects engagement, openness, and warmth. It sets an inviting tone for the conversation, subtly communicates, "I'm here for you, and I'm interested in what you have to say." Let's now turn to the use of space. Visualize a contemporary workspace bathed in warm, welcoming light. There, two individuals, let's name them John and Sarah, work harmoniously. John, an imposing figure with spectacles and an affinity for black coffee, is absorbed in intricate tasks at his desk. Sarah, a petite woman with a radiant smile and a preference tea, is also engrossed in her work just a few steps away. This well-lit office subtly divides them, creating an unseen boundary. This boundary remains untouched and respected by both John and Sarah. John, conscious of Sarah's personal space, ensures to maintain a courteous distance while working. His respect for her extends beyond being a good colleague. He understands that breaching this invisible boundary might cause discomfort and is mindful of it. On the same note, Sarah mirrors this understanding. She maintains her distance, reciprocating John's respect for personal space. She, too, knows the significance of not just physical distance, but also the mental and emotional space required for a comfortable work environment. Their respect for each other's personal space isn't merely about adhering to the rules of the office. It's a show of empathy, an understanding that personal boundaries, when respected, create an environment of mutual trust and comfort. They recognize the need for this space and are aware of the importance of maintaining it. This level of mutual respect and understanding for one another's personal boundaries can strengthen relationships, as it showcases empathy and consideration for the other's comfort. Shifting gears to tone of voice, let's visualize a scene featuring a customer service representative conversing with a client. The representative exemplifies calmness, their voice a soothing melody. It dances between notes of empathetic understanding and firm assurance, even when confronted with an irate customer. Consider that client, frustrated, upset, and on the edge of losing patience. He's on the call because of a complaint causing him distress. His words are pointed, his tone demanding, his patience dwindling. But the representative stays composed, maintaining their dedication to delivering high-quality customer service. The representative's tone isn't just warm, but inviting, welcoming the customer's concerns with genuine interest. They calmness, their demeanor as peaceful as a still lake, creating tranquility in the midst of the customer's anger. Their voice is reassuring, comforting like a warm blanket on a chilly, rainy night. It encircles the customer's anxiety, gently diminishing it. They assure the client that their concerns are being attentively examined and will be promptly addressed. This tone of voice can de-escalate tension and reassure the client that their concerns are being taken seriously. Lastly, consider touch. An action as simple as a gentle tap on the back can convey profound messages. Picture a high-stakes sports match with a coach on the sidelines, his gaze locked on the player who's just made a game-altering move. He walks over, his face bearing an unmistakable look of pure pride, and offers the player a reassuring pat on the back. This gesture isn't insignificant, it's a globally recognized sign of approval, a silent way of expressing, "Impressive work, you're capable." Now think about two companions seated together in a serene atmosphere. They're navigating a rough patch and words don't suffice. One extends their hand and gives the other a comforting grip. It's a nonverbal pledge of unity, a quiet assurance that they're in this together. Consider a team of athletes on the pitch after an exhausting game. They're perspiring, drained, but their morale is soaring. Without uttering a single word, they share a succession of high fives, their hands connecting with a loud clap. This isn't merely a post-victory ritual, it's a tangible symbol of their collective triumph and camaraderie. Also envisage a teacher in a classroom, gently patting a student on the shoulder after they've answered a difficult question correctly. This contact is not just a random act, it's an unspoken expression of approval and reassurance, a way of saying, "Good work, keep going." Reflect on a scenario where a parent tenderly tucks their child into bed with a soft kiss on the forehead. This act doesn't just signify a goodnight wish, it's a touching display of love, care, and protective instincts. Finally, imagine a medical professional offering a comforting touch to a patient before a procedure. It's a silent promise of care and expertise, a pledge that they're in capable hands. These are all forms of touch that, when used appropriately, can strengthen connections and communicate care, support, and camaraderie. It's critical to understand that nonverbal cues are shaped by cultural variances, context, and individual perspectives. A case in point is the handshake, universally accepted as a greeting, agreement, or parting gesture. In Western cultures, a firm handshake is associated with confidence and professionalism. However, in other societies, a gentler grip is more appropriate. The concept of personal space in communication also differs dramatically among cultures. What one society views as respectful distance might be interpreted as indifference in another. Eye contact serves as another illustration. In certain cultures, sustaining direct eye contact is a sign of honesty and respect, while in others it's viewed as invasive or impolite. To accurately decode these cues, one needs to possess a profound understanding of the context and the cultural roots of the other individual. Even commonplace gestures like a nod or a thumbs up can carry different connotations in diverse. For instance, while a thumbs up generally signifies approval, it can be perceived as offensive in some places. Therefore, mastering nonverbal communication isn't just about recognizing the various cues, but also comprehending their interpretations in different cultural settings. In essence, when employing nonverbal communication, it's vital to be observant, respectful, and adaptable. In conclusion, nonverbal cues, encompassing aspects like facial expressions, body language, tone of voice, and touch, perform a pivotal function in constructing trust in interpersonal communication. These cues are the silent elements that enrich the messages we aim to convey. They're the foundation of our interactions, subtly impacting how others perceive us and react to our words. In every conversation, they work subtly, expressing meanings that words fail to encapsulate. They paint an image that complements the spoken words, enriching communication. They function as the unsaid yet understood components of our conversations. They add depth and emotion to our messages, making them impactful. They are the unsung heroes of daily communication, deeply intertwined with our spoken words, yet maintaining their unique influence. They guide and shape our conversations towards understanding, empathy, and connection. They form the invisible threads that bind our verbal and nonverbal communication, steering our interactions subtly yet powerfully. The next time you're in a conversation, remember the power of the unspoken. It's not just about what you say, but how you say it.